Grandparents and retirees. 5 ways grandparents can create more freedom in retirement. Retirement can be fun, but it can also be scary. It's a different part of our lives that we've never went through before. We work our whole lives to get here, and then it's like, now what? Let me tell you who I am. My name is Arleen. I am the go-to grandma, helping grandparents create more time, more freedom, and more of what is most important. And I just want to welcome you to my live today, my recording. And what I'm going to be talking about, like I said, 5 different ways grandparents can create more freedom. And number one, first, determine what freedom is for you. Do you realize everyone is different? If I asked 100 people what freedom was for them, they would all have different ideas, different, just tweaks a little bit. For me, that freedom is knowing that I can go spend time with my kids no matter whenever I want to. Now, for you, it may be traveling. Maybe freedom is traveling more. Maybe freedom is spending more time with your kids. Maybe freedom is just getting up in the morning and doing what you want to do. There's so many different things involved in that. And so that's why I want to share mine. At first, when I first retired, I was thinking freedom is like, yes, no more work, all of that kind of stuff. And then last month, we went and spent a whole month with our son, our daughter-in-law, and our grandson. Now, to me, freedom has completely changed. That to me is having freedom to be able to go see them when I want to. They live in a different state, so it's not real easy. It's not like running down the street and seeing your grandson. And so that has changed my perspective on what freedom is for me. So number two, we're going to be getting into number two, protect your time as much as your money. What does that mean? Protect your time. Well, if you're like me, you started working as a teenager, probably 15. Well, I started about 10 in the fields, but a real job about 15, 16. You work 40 years, 40 hours a week, and you have all that time away from your family. Other people raise your kids because you have to have a babysitter because you're working. That is not protecting your time. That is losing time with your family. And yes, we all have to create income somehow. I'm not saying quit your job, don't do that, but protect it. And what does that mean? It's looking for different ways to create income that may not take away all that time from you. When I retired, I knew I needed to do something. I'd been in network marketing for many, many years, and I figured that was going to be my forever home. And then I got to thinking, over the years in network marketing, I have spent more time away from my family than I have with my family. And I thought, I don't want to do that anymore. Now it's time to find something that I can do on my time when I want to do it. That's protecting your time. And so I'm going to get into it in just a minute, but I started looking online, and I don't know where you're at in the retirement journey. If you are set, you don't need to create any additional income. Right now, though, so many grandparents, people at retirement age, are struggling because everything is skyrocketed, especially from us in, say, the last 5 years for retiring. It's just went like we've never seen before. And so that's why after spending a month with my grandson, I want to reach out to you as a grandparent and say there's more to this in enjoying every minute of every day in retirement. That's what I truly want to share on my channel here. Go to Grandma, helping grandparents create more time, more freedom, and more of what means the most. That to me is a life changer. So that's what I mean about protecting your time. Look for something different versus going back to work full time. once you retire, you don't want to go work for someone else. You don't want someone else to tell you when you can take vacation, when you can go to the beach. We did that all our lives. It's time to change that. Look for something you can adjust your time and work around it. And yes, it's possible, even in your 50s, 60s, 70s, to create income online. I'm working with so many older people like myself, and it's amazing what we're coming up with. So, yes, that is a possibility to not have to trade your time for money and get that. You can't get time back. We can always make more money. Once that time is gone, this minute right now is gone. And as you know, time goes faster the older we get. It just seems like it flies by. So that's number one, decide what freedom is for you. Number two, protect your time as much as you do your money. And number three, stop assuming you're too old to learn something new. Oh my goodness, that I hear so many times. I'm too old. I don't know technology. I'm this and that and the other. And it's like, no, you're not. When you stop and think about what us baby boomers, we started back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and we had no Google. We had no cell phones. You know what? Our kids, they went out and played in the streets like us. We were outside all the time, being by dark. That's good. But now you can't do that anymore. So, but we learned so many things. We learned to ride our bicycles. We learned to drive. We learned to work our work ethics. Those are all learned processes. So just because we're older doesn't mean we can't learn something new. And when there is a step-by-step plan that shares with you, start here, do this, do that, and you have a complete package set up for you, that's how we learn. And we learn from people that are willing to help you. That is the beauty. So don't use the excuse, I'm too old. Use the excuse, I have not learned that yet. And that's the way I've been doing this since retirement. Because it's a whole new era, a whole new thing. In life, we kind of knew our direction, but then in retirement, it's like, wow, what am I going to do? And so that's why I keep learning all the time. Every day I learn something new, and I just keep learning. So that is the beauty of it. And the crazy thing is, what really got me to thinking the other day is a lot of times when you retire, you feel like you're losing your purpose a little bit because you don't have to get up, go to work. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. But do you lose yourself? You're wondering, am I still the person I was since I don't have that job to identify me? Well, last weekend, I was really blessed to remind me that, yes, I do have a ton of knowledge up here. I have years of experience. And my daughter's friend is buying her home for the first time. And the first time in a while, someone needed my help. She asked me for it. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I was a realtor. I was in banking in the documentation department. I know what she needs. I need to walk her through it. And I was so blessed to be able to walk her through her first time home buying, answer her questions. And that purpose came back to me and reminded me, you still got a lot of living to do, Arleen. You've got a lot of information you can share with people, especially grandparents, starting to look online, confused, don't know where to begin. That's where I can help. And that's what this community is all about, helping grandparents. And that's who I am. And it may not be for you. You may never ask me to help you. That's okay. But when someone says, can you help me? That's where I shine. Not bragging on myself, but knowing that what I know is what I know, and what I know I can share with you. So I hope that helps a little bit about that feeling too old to do something, learning something new. Nah, you're never too old to learn. You just haven't learned it yet. And that's my new motto. So number 4, Look for ways to create additional income without automatically looking for another job. We kind of discussed that with the 40 hours, saving your time. But there's so many people, now, not getting this wrong, but a lot of people enjoy working at Walmart as they get older because they're people. They like to be around people. However, most of the people working as Walmart greeters, they don't want to be there. They have to because they don't have enough money. They don't know what else to do. And that's where starting to look online, it's mind blowing of what's available now versus when the internet first started. Even in the last 4 years, what's available to grandparents online is second to none. And you're thinking, okay, can I actually make money online? What am I going to do? There are tons of things to do, but you got to really watch out and know that you can naturally introduce different things online. The one I've been talking about right now it's called digital marketing. Yes, it sounds scary. It sounds crazy. I had no idea what that was. Like I said, I was in network marketing and I knew what that was. But digital marketing was a whole new ballgame for me. That's where I told myself, I'm not too old. I can start fresh and I can continue to learn. And so I didn't want to start looking online to have another 40-hour-a-week job. I didn't want that. I knew that. So when I found this particular program, it was 2 hours a day that I could put in. And that caught my attention, plus 100% profit. What? And I'll get into more detail. If you want more information, there's a start here button in my bio. You can always click there for more information. But I'm just letting you know that, yes, there are ways online for even grandparents, retired, 50 and above to create income online. So before you start, oops, cut that out, Arleen. Take out that spot there. Start before everything is perfect. What do I mean by that? I've been doing this a little while and I started. I didn't wait to learn it all. I started it when I had little bits of pieces. And then I learned one thing and then another and then another. And like I mentioned, my focus flipped when I went and spent a whole month with my grandson. Now my focus is on grandparents, not just women over 55, but grandparents, because there's so many either grandmas or grandpas out there that need the extra income. So that being flipped, I changed a little bit of my marketing, but I didn't wait until it was all perfect. I started and implemented the change, but started right away. I didn't wait to be perfect. Because if you wait to be perfect, you're never going to start, right? And the coolest thing is I can do this without being perfect. That means if you can see me, you're going to say, if that woman can do it, I can do it. But if I was all polished and perfect, you'd say, oh gosh, she's taken years to learn all of this. And you would never do it because you would think you'd have to be perfect. So that is my biggest tip is when you find something, even if it's mine, what I'm sharing here, or if it's something completely different, whatever you find, don't be perfect to get started. Just get started. I could have spent another month getting everything prepared, but I didn't. I was ready to start up front. Now, if you're a grandparent, you want more time, more freedom, and more of what's most important. Subscribe and follow along. I'm just getting started. I'm going to be bringing more value. I hope you got some value out of this, just realizing what's available out there. But I'm going to be bringing more value, not only in income, in health, in different foods to eat, a variety of retirement tips. And another thing is, if you've got something you want to talk about and thought it would be a good topic, jot it in the comments. because I read all my comments and I'm looking for material to add to the community. And what I'm wanting to do is find out what is most important to you right now. Is it the finances? Is it the family? Is it finding more time? Is it discovering a better health? What is most important for you right now in the grandparent age, in the retirement age? And just knowing that there's someone out there that wants to work with you to help you find what you're looking for. I want to be the go-to grandma. When grandparents are looking for different ideas and different things, go to Arleen. She's the go-to grandma helping you create more time, more freedom, and more of what's most important. So, that being said, I'm so glad you were here today with me. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and keep checking in. I'll be having shorts each day, and then the videos, I'll be doing them a couple times a week. Stay tuned for more value and comment if you gotten value from this.